My question to you is, what is going to be the ultimate muscle car? Is it going to be the Shelby GT500 Code Red, pushing 1,300 horsepower, running a quarter mile in 8.5 seconds? Or is it going to be the new Corvette Zora twin turbo, pushing 1,064 horsepower from its 5.5 liter V8? Well, Chevy said, pump the brakes and hold your horses because I am not done. A few articles have come out, a few spy photos have come out from the Nürburgring, and we could see that the new Chevy Corvette Zora has been spied on and has been seen at the track testing. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It is your boy Javi here, bringing you another automotive tech video. If you guys are enjoying the content, remember to hit the thumbs up and the subscribe for your boy. We're trying to get to 14,000 subscribers. We're almost there. Love you guys from the bottom of my heart, and let's continue. So what is going on? The Halo car from Chevy is going to be this Corvette Zora, which powers, or which brings, the hybrid system from the E-Ray Corvette into the Zora 1 platform, meaning the 5.5 flat plane crank V8. It's gonna have the twin turbo setup, just your regular Zora 1 motor, but they're gonna add the hybrid motor from the E-Ray, which is a 1.1 kilowatt per hour motor that sits in the front and it powers the front axle. That on its own, it's an extra 160 horsepower. And by Corvette, or by Chevy techs, they're saying it can make anywhere in the area of 1,200 horsepower to 1,224. Now get this, they will be adding an all-wheel drive system, so that is going to make this car an amazing vehicle. Let's get in a super powerful one. Let's get into this picture here. This is a spy photo at the Nürburgring. It's obviously cover in camo. One of the first things that kind of pops into it is the huge wing in the back. And one of the other things, if you guys might not notice, is on the quarter panel here, we see 3 intake inlets. We see the huge one coming in on the side, which is like that huge triangle on the side of the door. But we see 2 small ones right behind it, one a little bit smaller and one a lot smaller. And that one's kind of like at the top. So we can see that there might be some added coolings with those intakes going on there, maybe going into the motor or going into the brakes. That's yet to be seen. Now, there aren't any numbers yet when it comes to price or what it's going to do on the quarter mile or what it does on the 0 to 60. Chevy's expected that with this hybrid motor added to it, this all-wheel drive system with this 1.1 kilowatt per hour, is expected to do anything under 2.0 seconds from 0 to 60. And that is insane. Let's get into this article real quick and let's see what it says. By the way, this article has been covered by Car and Driver, Car Scoops, other medias like that, and we have to give credit where it's due. If new spy photos of the Chevy Corvette Zoras are an indication of the engineering of the Corvette teams, we're on a one-way trip to Horsepowerville. And that's why I said at the beginning of the video, is it going to be the Code Red Shelby GT500? Is it going to be the Corvette Zora 1 or the Halo Zora? We'll see about that. While the recently revealed Zora 1 already bumps up against hybrid cars, the promising Zora is officially the name. And it hasn't been confirmed yet, but it is officially the name that it's going to take. And it appears to break down many features, like adding the 1.1 kilowatt per hour motor that we mentioned, the all-wheel drive system. It also says the new Vet sports the huge rear wing, as we talked about, a wide body kit as the Zora 1, so we have the same body as the Zora 1, complete with additional side pod intakes to cool the rear brakes. Okay, so now we can see that it's for the rear brakes. As with the Zora 1, there's a huge splitter attached to the front of the car and obligatory quad exhaust out the back, which you can obviously see in this picture here that we see them. They're obviously turned down tips where that's not going to happen. That's not going out to the street like that. This is obviously a test and production car that's being run at the Nürburgring, so we're yet to see what more info comes out of it. We expect the Zora to feature the Corvette E-Ray hybrid system, which sits in the front of the axle and powers the front wheel. The E-motor produces 160 horsepower, which is what I mentioned. But unlike the E-Ray, which uses the Stingray's 495 6.2 liter V8, it's going to use the flat plane crank 5.5 liter V8 that spits out 1,064 horsepower. And again, as mentioned, as Corvette techs expect anywhere between 1,200 to 1,224 horsepower. Whether that is the final number for the power of this beast, we are yet to see. And we're yet to see where the 0 to 60 gets to, because it is mentioned to be getting, or they expect it to be under 2 seconds. Now, with the recently released Shelby GT500 Code Red that we saw, that brings 1,300 horsepower, 1,000 foot-pound of torque on E85, and it runs a quarter mile in 8.5 seconds. What's going to be the difference between that, the regular CO1, this Code Red, and is this vehicle going to be faster than that? One thing that I can tell you is that I think the Code Red is meant for the drag, is meant for a straight line where you have to see it being tracked. I don't think it's going to be a track car, but the Zora and this Halo is definitely, and this Halo Zora, I keep calling it Halo because it is the Halo car, but the Zora, I believe they're more track oriented, to go around the oval or to go in a track like Nürburgring, and yet the spy photos pop up at Nürburgring. So what does the future hold for Chevy and the Zora? I think at the end of the day, the king of the hill is going to be this vehicle, because it's going to be hard to compete with a hybrid system and an all-wheel drive system, but yet they might fall short on the horsepower compared to the Shelby Code Red. If you guys are enjoying the content, remember to tune in and subscribe. Your boy is out of here. I'll see you guys on the next one.